Hello friends and not friends yet. I will show you in this video how to create this simple and sleek but beautiful UI in Flutter, and we will start from the basics. So let's start. I've created a new Flutter project and deleted everything in my main.dart file, so we can start from zero. First we have to add a new void main function, and we have to add run at my app, and to get rid of this error we have to import our material.dart, and we have to add a new status widget and call it my app. This my app widget will return a material app which will have a home of home screen. And we have to add a new status widget and call it home screen, and our home screen will return a scaffold. Scaffold will have a body, and the body will contain a container. So, and if we now press F5 to start our app, this will take a while. When you start your app the first time, it needs to install the app on your virtual device and can take up to several seconds or even some minutes. If you're interested in my virtual device design, I have a link in the right here. Just click on the information icon and I will explain you how to make your Android virtual device look like mine. So my Flutter application is loaded now, and the next thing we want to get rid of is this debug banner. So pretty simple and straightforward. Just go in our material app and write show how to complete mode work, maybe behind our home screen, and here we go. Debug show check mode banner, and set this to false. So our debug banner is gone. Next thing is we want to get rid of our bar at the top and our virtual buttons at the bottom. So we have to write system chrome dot set enabled system UI overlays and give it an empty array. Now if we reload our app, we will get an error. This error we will get because we have to initialize all Flutter bindings. So you can just copy this line, which will initialize all our Flutter bindings. Now like this, and reload our app again, and now we can see we will have a completely white screen to work with. Next step is to get our background. We want the background from light orange to a deep purple. So we can generate or set two colors at the top here. One is the main color, which will be colors dot deep purple. Then we can duplicate it, change this to second color, and second color will be just orange. So the next step is to get our background. This is this container, and we can write first the width of double dot infinity because we want the whole width of our container, and the height of the container should be double dot infinity to get the full height of our screen, the full width of our screen. Next thing, to add decoration, box decoration, add the gradient, linear gradient, colors. Color is an array because it's more than one color, and we will add our second color because we want to top our second color, our main color, So, and as you can see, we get two problems. One problem is we go from left to right, and another is this white padding. First, we get fix the left to right problem by just writing begin. Oh, not here, but there. Begin, align, and dot top center, and end alignment dot alignment dot bottom center. So go from the top to the bottom. Next thing is this is too dark, we want much lighter, so you can write with alpha 100, and now it's from a light orange to our dark purple. The next problem is this white padding box at the bottom. This is because we have disabled our virtual buttons. One solution would be to just go under our scaffold and write resize to avoid bottom padding and set it to false, so it's disabled. But in our case, because we use the bottom navigation bar, we don't need this, because as soon as you add the bottom navigation bar, this padding is gone. So we can go here and add our bottom navigation bar, bottom navigation bar, bottom navigation bar, and we don't want an item, we want just bottom navigation bar, this, and then we can add items. Items is an array of bottom navigation bar item. Bottom navigation bar item has an icon, so icons dot favorite and the title of T for that purpose. Now we have to text, okay, text title T, and we can duplicate this 2 times, and you see we have 3 bottom bar items to navigate. So next thing is to change our favorite icon, because we want only one favorite icon. The second one should be a shuffle, and the third one should be cue music. So then we should change our titles to S, F, Q, because they should always be different. The next thing is to set our background color. It's pretty easy, just make color. So we have our main color. And if you look closely, you can see here a dark line. It's because our bottom navigation bar has an elevation. So just the elevation 0, and it's gone now. Next thing is to change our icon size to something like 33, so it's a little bit bigger. Then we want to hide our title. So can write show selected labels and make it false. Same for show unselected labels and false. So we hide this. Next thing is the item color. So we can select the item color and change this to colors.white. So our first one is white, and our unselected item color should be white as well, but not 100% opacity, more like 38%. So it's light purplish. So the bottom navigation bar is already finished. The next step is our AppBar. So we write AppBar, and our AppBar will have a leading icon button. Icon button, which is an icon, and icons dot arrow back iOS. Then it will have an on press of nothing, because we don't want it to have anything when we push on it. So now we see our background of our AppBar is 0 color, so we have to change our background color to second color dot with alpha 100. Get the same color of our background. Oh, this is the wrong position. We want it here. And now you can see our AppBar has an elevation 2. So we have to set our elevation to 0. And that's it. The next thing is to add our search icon. So the left side is a leading icon, it's only one, and on the right side we have our actions, which can be as much as you want or as much as will fit on the screen. So we can copy our icon button, paste it here, and change our arrow back iOS to search. And the search icon is pretty small, so we can change the size to something like 32, sorry, same as the bottom bar. And now it's almost done. The next thing I want to do is to clean up our app structure a little bit. This will not be a tutorial on how to structure your app, but let's clean it up a little bit. So let's get on our bottom navigation bar and get on refactor, extract widget, and name it custom navbar. So can delete the constructor because we won't need it in this tutorial. The next step is to extract our AppBar, but you will see we will get an error pretty soon. Custom AppBar, and this is because our custom AppBar has to be of type AppBar and not a status widget. So now we will have no errors here, but as soon as we save, we will get a problem down up here, because our AppBar is just plain blue. To solve this problem, we first have to delete everything of this and name this to custom AppBar. And we have to call our super. What this will do, well, this is too much. So, and what this will do is to call our AppBar, standard AppBar, and just add this properties or widget or whatever to our standard. So let's clean up a little bit. Next step we could do is clean up our background widget as well. We call it custom background. Delete our constructor as well, but in this time we will need the constructor because our background will have a container or a content in it. So we will write final widget named content. You see we get an error, but we can create constructor for find fields and delete the key property as well because we don't need this in our tutorial. And now we have our content, and we can go down here to a child content, and whatever content we will pass in here will show in our child. So next step is to add our content. So content container, and this container, this container will have the decoration, box decoration, color, white, and border radius of border radius dot circular 50. So we will have a white container for our content and surrounded borders. The next step we can do now is to take our container and extract it. So content, call this content container, delete our constructor here as well, save, and you can see everything is fine. Our home screen widget is pretty structured and easy to read. The next thing is to write our content container, so the main of our app. To start with, we will add child of column, because we want multiple items or widgets under each other. So we have the column, list of widgets, and the first one will be circle avatar. Let's give this radius 200 and a background color of second color dot with alpha 100, just to show. Okay, it's a little big. Let's take radius of 100 and set the alpha down to 50, so it's a little bit lighter. We will come back to this because we want to add our slider around it, but we will do this later because we have to add a new custom package to download and to add to achieve this. So first we have our placeholder like this, and we will come back to it later. Next step is to add our text. This will be a rich text because we want to have multiple text items together. So we have the text, and this text is inner space. Oh, sorry. First, of course, we have to add the text span, and in this text span with the text, and this is inner space. Our inner space. Then the next thing we want are some children, or in our case we only need one child. Text span, and this is an array or list, and we have one text span of text, and this text is life gratitude, and as soon as it's safe. Oh, first we have to change our color, of course. So here, just write style, text style of color, main color. So now you can see we have our rich text with our inner space and the span of life gratitude. The next thing is to get our life gratitude a new line like this, and to change our text align to text align dot center, because we want to be center. Now we can style our text span a little bit. So go here, style, text style, and our text style will be font size of 25, font weight, font weight of 700 and the letter spacing of 2, like this. Oh, like this. The next part will be our forward, backward, and pause button. So this will be a row. So let's just add a row here with children, and our children will be an icon, button, icon, icons, dot, arrow, back, iOS. On press will be empty, and our color, we can change the color here. Our color will be main color dot with ever 100, like this. So with our back arrow, we can duplicate this and change back to forward, like this. So then the next step is in the middle. We have a circle avatar of radius 25 with a background color of our second color dot with ever. Let's try something like 150. It looks pretty decent. And our circle avatar has oh, not here, but here, a child, and this child will be an icon, icons dot pause, like this. Now we change our color to colors dot white. Okay, and the next step is in our row, we want to align it. Main axis alignment, space evenly, like this. So the next part will be our volume up and down row. So we can just take this complete row, copy it, this, and change our icons first. So we take this, and this will be volume mute, and this one will be volume up. This, our circle avatar gets deleted because we want a slider and not a circle avatar again. So we have to add slider with some value of, let's say, 100. A min value 10, and the max value of 200. On change, this will be empty, like this. And with our slider, the next thing we have to change is the theme color of it. So take our slider, grab some widget, and name this slider theme. In our slider theme, we have data file, data property of slider theme dot of context dot copy with, and what this does is it takes a standard slider theme but change everything that we write in here. So we don't have to write a completely new theme, but we can change whatever we want. And what do we want to change? We want to change our active track color to main color. So our active track is purple now. Then we want to change our thumb color to main color. So our thumb color is purple too. And then we want to change our inactive track color to main color dot with alpha, and again it's something like 100. So it's a light purple. So this one is finished too. The next thing we have to do is to go up here to a column and change the main axis alignment to main axis alignment spaced evenly. So this will space around here. One thing we want to add is in our container, and we want to add a padding of edge insets all 25. So this will edge it a little bit in. The next thing is to get our slider around the circle avatar. This is pretty easy and straightforward. All we have to do is to go in our pubspec.yaml file and add a new dependency. It's called sleek circular slider, and the version number is 1.1.0. So let's save it. And what we have to do now is first to comment this out, and we need the sleek circular slider. Okay. And you need to import your sleek circular slider.dart file if it doesn't happen automatically. So, and then we have to change something here. First thing, we have to set our appearance. So how we want to look like. It's a circular slider appearance, and we need a size, and we want to set our size responsive. So we take the whole screen size and multiply it by 0.85, so we get 85% of our whole screen size. Our start angle will be at -90, and our angle range will be 360. Okay. Our custom width of the line will be custom slider width of and size 10 and progress bar width of 3. So the next thing is custom colors, because we want different colors, not the standard. So we have the custom slider colors, progress bar color, main color, and our dot color is main color as well. If you don't need which properties you have, you can just hover over the widget you want to know, and here you see our progress bar colors and our dot color. So the next thing is down here. We have a min. Oh, I'm getting an error because I'm one like this, and a min of 0, a max of 360. Okay, 360, and an initial value of 90. So we can save this now and we can restart our app. It's very important to completely end and restart your app when you add something new to your pubspec.yaml file, because the hot refresh won't work for this. So this will take some time again. And now we have our slider. Of course, we don't want our 90% in the slider, but we want to show our circle avatar again. So to do this, we have to write in a widget, which will have value we don't need, but you could show the value like this in a widget, whatever you want. So in our case, we will return our circle avatar like this. Okay, our circle avatar should get first like this, and now our radius should be responsive as well. So we write media URI dot of context dot size dot width multiplied by 0.35. So the radius we have to double, so we have 0.7 and 0.7 is good to have some space here, but for this we have to wrap our circle avatar in center widget, save, and there we have our perfectly aligned slider around our circle avatar. This was the first part. Please comment or ask whatever you want, and stay tuned to the second part.